Okay, I gotta say this because it's so Orwellian. The author Orwellian, 1984, and this comparison is made by a true good person, not one of these fake, phony, gimmick reporters who attacked our United States Constitution and who were on the payroll for the Russian mob, and not some of these fake podcast characters online. There's most of them are fake and phony and are also on the payroll for the Russian mob. Right? It's so disgusting what happened in my country to the fucking white people here, and a whole gang, a whole fucking posse of brown and black followed along with them to be mafia, to be mob, whoever and whatever it took. They have no fucking morals and no fucking standards here. Especially the black and brown who followed along. The Russian mob is so fucking wicked, fucking racist. I don't know who's worse, the KKK or the Russian mob. I've seen both of them in my life. I mean this, and I'm not a fakeo on the internet. So this is the Orwellian. I'm dealing with straight up Muslim terrorists on 15th Street at what time? Goddamn clocks. Straight up. I know that I was now. We gotta plug our ears in Washington, D.C. 8:31. The time is 8:31. I'm plugging my ears. It's January 6th, 2023. We got to plug our ears in this city because that's the real deal here. To even fucking hold the train of thought, and you got to shout in your own house to fucking even hear yourself think or talk. So about 7:48 a.m. I was taking my garbage out, and I wheeled up with my little cart 5 feet away from the Muslim female terrorist of 1507. So now I have the best look I've ever got of these. There's two of them, and they look related or of the same ethnicity, and they're both Arabic with no doubt, especially the one that comes out and walks around with the long coat. She's Arabic Muslim terrorist. So this makes sense. It all makes sense because nobody wants to talk to the witness about what the fuck is happening. They just pile a whole bunch of cops in the front door. Right, every time to my room. It's a little late, DCPD and federal law enforcement, to keep doing that with all that I have witnessed, okay? It's a little fucking late. Keep those ears plugged, Heidi Granger. Keep those ears plugged. Look, since the sirens and the fucking tractor trailers and semi-trucks and fucking lunatics with their packed chock full of nut, fucking muffler trucks, every kind of muffler, bring it to the city of DC because you're so cool, hombre. You're so cool, hombre. These children on the sidewalk fucking love it. Okay, I'm gonna keep my ears plugged. So and when she saw that I was 5 feet away from her, behind her, her face, her lip started quivering. She looked so fucking scared. I have never in my life, my presence on the street scared anybody until that moment, and I will never forget it in my life. My presence standing behind her scared this Muslim female terrorist so bad. Her lips were quivering and she looked like she was going to start fucking crying. But she started to run. She almost ran so fast from me that she almost got herself hit by a fucking car crossing 15th. You hear me? And all I did was stand behind her. Why is that, fucking Muslim terrorist whore? Because you're crawling through cubby holes using fumes? You want to call it fumes, fucking slut? There's two of them. One of them fucks all the fucking cops out of New York State. She's one of their hookers. And this one's another one. There's two of them. The counter-terrorists who are over these fucking houses, 5, 6, 7 helicopters at a time, 4 hours long at a time every day, know the details to this. Now remember, I can't talk about the military to this day. I still don't. No matter how many fucking stupid cops want to come kick down my door, I don't talk about what the military does. Don't fucking forget that, America. All right, so I'm standing behind her. She fucking ran from me so fucking fast. I didn't do anything. I'm just standing behind her on the fucking street. Bitch. I'm alive, bitch. Yeah, those fumes don't work. You're right. I'm alive, bitch. I'm right behind you. She's straight up fucking Muslim. She's like Saudi Arabian or she's like Palestinian. Oh, for sure. No fucking mistake in that one. They both are, these bitches over there, Arabic. Now, I couldn't totally tell. With one of them, she looks Italian. She could fall for anything. Italian, Arabic. The other one, no. She's motherfucking Arabic, Palestinian, HAMAS. One of those, no, there's no doubt. She's in the part of town where all the hookahs are smoked. She just put a fucking thing on her head and she fit right in. Whatever the fuck it is, hijab. All right, so we definitely got Muslim fucking terrorists here, no doubt. All right, DCPD, come fight for him. Give me your best. I am standing on the sidewalk, motherfucking terrorist, right behind you. You're right. Better run fast. Oh, but thank you so much for turning around. I can ID you now for the rest of my life. And if I ever see you, I'm confronting you and I'm going to ask you what you did to me and why you did it. But I won't have to because you're going to be arrested because you can't seem to leave your terrorist cell. You have no fucking common sense. The goddamn witness and victim is standing behind you on the street and you still don't leave the terrorist cell. You're so fucking stupid. It's unfucking believable. Is it like something like fucking, it doesn't matter where the terrorists are from? They come to America and they lose their fucking common sense and they all think they're famous. Is it something in our air, in our water, in our drugs? They laced the drugs only in the U.S. with something that makes you think you're famous and so special. Keep plugging those ears, those construction guys, they're the same way. Everybody thinks they're famous. Let me draw so much attention to myself. Is it because of America? Do they act like this when they're overseas committing terrorism there? Do they? But this is the Orwellian, all right? I'm so glad I brought up the Orwellian because this is where I'm going to bring it first and leave it. So after I stood behind this fucking Muslim fucking terrorist, walking harbored, free from arrest, harbored, straight fucking protected by the fucking DCPD, federal authorities, Secret Service, Biden White House, Trump White House. They know what's happening here because you can stand in the corner and look up and see all those helicopters and know what's happening here, folks. No fucking doubt or question in your mind. And they walk around, I'm famous. I'm a famous Muslim terrorist. I'm famous. Look at me. I'm a spy walking the street. You got some fucked up idiot terrorists in the U.S. I just witnessed one run fucking like lightning from me just because I was standing behind her. You should have thought about that, bitch. If this shit didn't work out. Who's advising you, Putin? Putin has to figure out which red tie to put on every day. That's where his mind's at. The Orwellian part of this is, and let me close with, as I turn around and I'm heading back to the terrorist cell located at 1509 S Street Northwest, Washington, D.C., with the DCPD protecting it daily, the ISIS terrorist cell. Don't fucking forget it, DCPD. I never will. As I'm walking back, the biggest, fattest chick, dude. If I'm 200 pounds, nobody weighed me yet. I haven't been weighed. I'm just figuring I've got to be close to 200 pounds because these motherfucking scum in DC made it so I couldn't leave my fucking house and I was trapped, unable to get law enforcement in a terrorist fucking cell. as I'm heading back, I'm not trapped anymore. I've been saying that. The GRU, Russian military, really opened some doors for me. I'm taking my garbage out and I'm seeing terrorists boogieing on out of the house 1507, and I'm just walking behind them and they're running like lightning from me nowadays. You don't forget who made that possible, Americans. Your lovely Russian military who saved my life. And what did you do? You lied about the Russian military, you disgraced the Russian military, and you dehumanized the Russian military. And you think there's no consequences because I'm famous, I'm an American. Nothing can ever happen to me, I'm American. Look, our terrorists can't even get busted. We're so special. Okay, well, prove that to the Russian fucking military, because I'm walking down the street now and your little fucking famous Muslim terrorists are fucking booking from me. And I'm just standing there. So what's going on, Americans? Are you all so fucking special and famous from fucking Russian military? Prove me wrong. Prove me right. Prove something other than walking down the street with your noses in the air. You're so special. You have so much stuff. Who are you gonna vote for, Biden or Trump? As long as you're white, you're on top, right, Americans? No, you might want to think again. So as I'm walking towards 15th, all right, and S Street, going back to the protected by the Washington, D.C. PD, ISIS terrorist cell, as I'm heading back, the most fattest fucking chick, dude, this is where it's Orwellian. She had to be 300 pounds. It's like fucking 35 degrees out. It's cold as fuck, dude. It's not that cold if you're from like upper East Coast, where I lived half my life. But it's cold, dude, and this is how she was dressed. They have the fat chicks circling this place. That says a lot about Americans, okay, what's going on around here with the little white trash that's gravitating here. It's called white trash. Gringo basura. Okay, it's gravitating to the area. All right, this is because as Americans are famous and they can have an ISIS terrorist cell and nothing can happen to them. So then all the fat fucking bitches start fucking coming around. Trust me, I said this earlier. Now they're coming around in the morning, okay? I couldn't believe it. I'm just fucking confronted a serious, fucking serious international arrest. This bitch is an international arrest. All right, I'm just standing here. That's how I confronted. I was just standing behind her. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. She looked at me and fucking split. Almost got herself hit by a car. That's her choice, dude. I didn't say or do nothing. The international arrest fucking ran away from me. I turn around and go to S and 15th and I see this 300-pound dude. And I mean, she had to be twice my size. And I'm like the biggest I've ever been because of this fucking city did it to me, dude. I would never have let myself go to pot like this. The city is to blame for all the shit that happened to me here. So she's like 300 pounds and she's pale and half dressed. She's wearing a pair of fucking hot pants. I seriously saw that. Yes, you heard that right. You heard this correctly. A 300-pound white woman was wearing a pair of hot pants on the side of the Mexican drug cartel construction site on the other side of the street on the corner of S and 15th. A pair of hot pants. She had to be 300 pounds. Her leg was as big as my body. One leg. Do you know how fucking nasty that is? Bitch, you do not look good. This is where it's Orwellian. And she was walking a dog. And she had a t-shirt on and some short jacket in fucking 35-degree weather. And her hair up like she just left her house. And she was staring me down. She was staring me down and trying to lock eyes with me from across the street, dressed in hot pants, with each leg as big as my body. I still, if she wanted to get physical with me, if she wanted to bring those locked eyes and confront me, I could still get her off, just get her off her feet and teach her a lesson. You go ahead, bring it to me, big girl. Okay, see how long you're standing in front of me and then bring it to me when you're on the ground and see who wins this. These people in this city are so aggressive. Did you hear what I described? We have a half-dressed, hardly dressed, 500-pound white, fat woman walking a dog, intimidating me from across the street, just staring me fucking down. And we have a Muslim terrorist about 100 yards up running the other way from me just because I'm on the sidewalk. That's your population here. That's why I said this shit. And then that's their Orwellian. I was like, is this bitch in the fucking Irish mob? And I'm like, no. Because a bitch that fat in the Irish mob would actually know how to fight. And she would stare you down, but I would know, hey, I don't exactly want to get in a confrontation with this one. I need to have my boots on. I need to be ready to fight this one. This one could knock your teeth out. This one could hurt you. This little Irish fucking mafioso cunt. That's not what was on the sidewalk. The Irish mob likes their fucking fighter girls, their street gang girls, real fat, if you want to know. The Irish mob are white trash, gringo basura. They like their little street gang girls really fat, and they do know how to fight, and you don't want to get in a fight with these bitches unless you're ready and you're sober and you're ready to really defend yourself. Okay? But, that was not what was half dressed, half naked, actually, Orwellian. That was a fucking puta, prostitute. That thinks she's so protected and so famous she can stare me fucking down across the street. It's 7:45 in the morning where I got another HAMAS fucking Palestinian terrorist running the other way just because I'm on the sidewalk. That's your lovely town. That's your Orwellian. I went back into the house, this casa, and I'm not allowed to say anything. Anything I reported before I left the casa or when I came back into the casa. I'm only allowed to say what I reported outside on the streets of Washington, D.C. Adios.